LSU in, just the first time she's caught since high school. Danny Dobbs, a lot of guts just to go back there in this game when they needed her.
Well, bottom four, once again, errors another issue for the Sooners in this game. Mizzou, they take a 2-0 lead on the bad throw at first. In fact, actually, all 4 Tigers runs, they came on Sooner errors. Top 5 here, still the same count. Ray Taylor, boy, she could do it with the bat, getting it done in the field.
That's money. She shows her wheels on defense with that play right there.
Tigers get out of that jam. Bottom 6 now, still the same count. Princess Krebs, the sacrifice bunt. All of a sudden, we got ourselves a little bit of a run down. Mizzou, though, take a 4-0 lead. Wouldn't you know, another error from Oklahoma.
It was a nightmare defensively all day long for Oklahoma.
On top 7 now, Brianna Terang pops up, ends the game. Sooners eliminated. Mizzou moves on. Holly Rowe with Chelsea Thomas.
Missouri pitcher Chelsea Thomas. And Chelsea, you had maybe the roughest outing of your season against Florida. How were you able to come back and be so mentally strong?
You know, I knew they were a good team going in, and they had a good game plan and they were ready, and they hit my good pitches. So I just kind of thought of it that way. And Oklahoma's a new day, and we came out and took it to them today. Our curse is over. We finally won here, so we're really happy and ready to play tonight.
How are you feeling physically? You're going to have to come back and pitch in a few short hours.
Yes, I'll be fine. I'm ready to go right now.
Thanks, Chelsea.
Thanks.
All right, so Mizzou, they will match up against Baylor a little bit later, coming up in about 15 minutes or so here on ESPN2. You look at this matchup, 2 teams that certainly know each other. What do you expect?
You look at the regular season, they split. They were 1-1 in the regular season. You're definitely going to see pitchers that you're familiar with. Whitney Canyon's going to come out for Baylor, Chelsea Thomas for Missouri. They're comparable pitchers through the season, not as equal in the Women's College World Series.
Well, you take a look here at the numbers, Thomas versus Canyon, and certainly Baylor's pitcher, boy, she has been fantastic so far in this postseason, almost untouchable it seems like.
She has been very effective, and in all fairness to Chelsea Thomas, a very good pitcher. She ran into a buzzsaw with Florida.
Who's got the edge, at least in your mind?
I think Missouri does. I just think they do. I think Chelsea Thomas might be a little better.
All right, you talk about pitchers, and certainly there's some great ones that are out there. And you mentioned, we've been talking, at least off camera, about fatigue and pitchers that are logging some serious work. Well, Arizona State, we mentioned yesterday, obviously, the win against Florida. They have their stud pitcher who has been absolutely fantastic, Dallas Escobedo. And you look at the numbers. She's really been cruising through the regionals. The workload, though, for her, it's been over 100 pitches in every start since the Super Regionals, including, check this out, a whopping 174 pitches in Friday's win against Florida. At least in your mind, Sherry, when you're in that position, when you're logging that many pitches in a game, and it's different than baseball, but what's it like in terms of the fatigue?
I think physically, when you're in the middle of it, you really don't feel it. I think maybe it's something other people can see and you might see with hindsight, but I don't think that you actually feel it. One of the things that you're looking for where you do experience it is when you come back for the next game.
Yeah.
Now, Escobedo's going to get a day off of rest. When she loosens up tomorrow, she's going to feel tight. And the key is, if that tightness or a little bit of pain goes away, if it subsides, it's soreness. If it increases, it could be injury.
Look, you know, some teams, they have veterans. Other teams, they have younger players. Esposito is a freshman at this point. So last year, she's in high school. She's logging roughly 105 innings. This year, from the beginning of the season to now, 234. How big of a change is that for any player?
I think it's a huge change, and one of the factors is that so many more of those pitches are under pressure and under duress on such a big stage. She's been in the Pac-10 conference all year. She was the freshman of the year, so she really answered that bell. But I think that her pitch numbers have gone up since the fall, too. So in some ways, she's conditioned for this season.
Sherry, put into perspective what history tells us about pitchers that are logging this many pitches.
Well, I think everybody gets worried about it and starts talking about the pitch numbers can go up and what happens to a pitcher, but you can go all the way back to 1984, Texas A&M's Shauna Ndaya, who appeared in 5 games. One of those was a 25-inning game.
Yeah.
She survived. She's still making a circle with the arm. You go to 2004, Kristen Schmidt for LSU, appeared in 5 games. 3 of them were in one day. And then jump to 2007, Taryn Mowat from Arizona. 8 games, 60-plus innings, 70-plus strikeouts. She's the MVP and 2 ESPYs to boot, so not a bad outing.
Certainly not bad company, at least, when you throw out some of those names and what they've been able to accomplish. Now, obviously, a lot of people around the country, they're keyed in on the Women's College World Series, and they're getting some interesting comments via Twitter. And, of course, you can follow us at the hashmark WCWS, but our social media coordinator, Shannon Cross, is with us, and she's got a good feel of what people are saying, Shannon.
That's right, Mike. A lot of folks out there are buzzing about what's impressed them the most so far in the Women's College World Series. We've got Didi2409 who tweeted this. He said, Michelle Moultrie, we knew she was good, but right now she's on another level. And Joel Nelson weighed in on Facebook. He said, the pitching and defense of Alabama has been unreal, and it could be title-worthy. Michael Grady says, Claire Hosack, she's a warrior, and that she is, and we hope she's getting better. Mike, back to you.
All right, Shannon Moultrie, by the way, so fast on the base path, and you'll be able to catch her tomorrow against Alabama on ESPN at 1 Eastern time, and then, of course, Arizona State matching up against the winner of Baylor, Missouri. That game coming up in just a bit here on ESPN2.
DiGiorno comes with Toll House cookies now. How cool is that?
Bang, boom! Let's do this.
We got milk. Awesome!
New DiGiorno pizza and Nestle Toll House cookies. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno pizza and cookies.
Here's to the things that keep us comfortable. Good friends, loyal dogs, and a pair of great-fitting jeans. Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans. For long-lasting comfort, the right choice is Wrangler. Real, comfortable jeans.
Yeah. If you find yourself between a rock and a hard place, on second thought, you never will. The 2011 Jeep Wrangler. Adventure is never ordinary.
Now, sign and drive a Jeep Wrangler Sport 4x4 with 0 first month's payment, 0 down, and 0 to its signing for qualified lessees.
Who has the best baby back ribs in America tonight? We're talking all-you-can-eat baby backs.
Fall off the bone good. On an endless dinner buffet.
For around $10.
Golden Corral does it again. Our endless mouth-watering baby back ribs are back. Non-stop fall-off-the-bone baby backs drenched in our signature barbecue sauce. All on our endless dinner buffet, still for around $10.
$10? I am blown away.
Golden Corral. Help yourself to happiness.
Oh, Mike Hammond, Sherry Kemp in studio with you. And let's not forget the NBA. It's a pretty good series so far. Game 3, it's the Heat and Mavericks, 8 Eastern time on ABC. Buick Regal NBA countdown starting at 7:30 Eastern time. And, of course, Chelsea Thomas, she's been fantastic so far this season. She's going to have to be against Baylor. Their matchup coming up in about 10 minutes' time on ESPN2.
You're at a wedding owning the dance floor when some kid steals your spotlight. Good thing you use new Mitchum Advanced Control. You and your armpits got this on lock. Hey kid, you're about to get served. Mitchum. Maximum strength, ultimate protection, 48 hours a day.
You asked for it, America. Pizza Hut's $10 any deal is back. Any pizza, any size, any crust, any toppings is now just $10 when you carry out. That's right, the $10 any deal is back. But hurry in, this deal is for a limited time only. Only at your pizza.
The road to success is never easy, and no one gets there on talent alone. Introducing the K Factor, a patented system designed to help pitchers take their game to a whole new level. By combining a resistance system with basic pitching drills, the K Factor focuses on the importance of proper mechanics. Pitchers at all levels will learn to increase arm speed, maximize the length of the arm circle, and strengthen the wrist for better snap. Use the K Factor as part of your daily workout or during your pregame warm-up. You'll develop healthy muscle memory, build strength and endurance, add overall velocity to pitches, and achieve consistency on the mound. There has never been a tool more valuable for your performance. Order the K Factor now and start reaching your maximum potential.
Oh, welcome back in studio, and coming up in just a little bit at the bottom of the hour here on ESPN2, it's going to be a good game. Missouri matching up against Baylor. Mike Yam, Sherry Kemp with you. As far as this matchup, obviously the pitching matchup between these two teams is going to be fantastic. What's that other storyline, though, that you're keeping your eye on?
I think the big deal now is just stamina, just hanging in there. So this was Elimination Saturday, which can be stressful too. And we saw in the last game, it's not just who scores first. It's sort of the attitude of the dugout, how well they're able to stay up, how well the pitchers are able to bounce back. So, and if you need relief, how effective they are.
You mentioned the pitching matchup, and once again, Thomas and Canyon going at it. When you look at these two pitchers, and I know you gave the slight edge a little bit earlier to what Baylor's bringing with Canyon, what's going to make her effective in tonight's matchup against the Missouri lineup?
Well, I always like Canyon's left hand. I mean, I just think she's very effective. You don't see that many left-handers in college softball, so that's always unique. And then Thomas just has put up the numbers. She has just been dominant all year long, so it's going to be interesting.
Now, you talk about Canyon and what she's been able to do so far in this postseason. An ERA hovering about 1 or so. The whip at 1.14. She's been fantastic, and certainly this is going to be a showdown, and it's coming up next here on ESPN2.
The road with the Pro Glide Challenge. Yo, my friend, come on down here. What do you think about that Pro Glide?
Yeah, this is great. Feels good on my sensitive skin. I don't feel like I'm shaving.
Fusion Pro Glide is engineered with Gillette's thinnest blades ever.
It feels like it's doing the work for me.
So it glides for less tug and pull.
It was smooth. This was fantastic. I'm having way too much fun with this razor.
Turn shaving into gliding with Fusion Pro Glide.
I'm a believer.
Yeah! Gillette Fusion Pro Glide.
Fact, chicken McNuggets are great.
Here we go.
Add the sauce, it's like the tick to the McNugget talk. It's like the ping to the pong, the ding to the dong. And now with the new sauces, lips are even smackier, or sweet's even spicier, slam's even dunkier.
Made with white meat chicken and now new sauces. The biggest thing to happen to Chicken McNuggets since Chicken McNuggets happened.
I totally hear what you're saying.
The simple joy of making ooze ire.
Look outside. It's grow time. So let's plant some perennials that'll turn up every year. Trees and shrubs to give us depth, and fill it out with flowers placed in just the perfect place. Let's start at the place with the best plants, people, and prices. What do you say we plant a weekend, water it, and watch a summer spring up? More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. We're lowering the cost of keeping the pests away with Ortho Home Defense Max, now just $5.88.
She's already hit a home run tonight and sends that one to center. And Megan Langenfeld wins it in the bottom of the 8th for UCLA. It's been a party for the Big 12 this weekend with 4 teams in Oklahoma City. 2 are left. One of them is on the verge of moving on to the national semifinals. It's the Baylor Bears and the Missouri Tigers for a date tomorrow night with Arizona State.
The journey has been a dream come true. Playing on the biggest stage for the ultimate prize. But today, 4 teams will see their dreams come to an end. Only 2 will earn the right to play tomorrow. Win or go home. It's as simple as that. The 2011 Women's College World Series. Elimination Day.
Welcome to the 2011 Women's College World Series, presented by Capital One. The nightcap on Elimination Saturday at the Women's College World Series. It's the 5-seed Missouri and the 11-seed Baylor Bears. The winner moving on to the semifinals. They'll have to win twice tomorrow to advance to the championship series. Just moments ago, the Florida Gators advanced as they knocked out the Cal Bears. So our first semifinal of the day tomorrow, an all-SEC affair. Florida needs to win twice. Alabama, one win away from advancing to the championship series for the first time in school history. And down in bracket number 2, Arizona State. They've got one national championship. They are one win away from playing for a second title. And they wait to see who's going to win this one. Missouri and Baylor in our final game of 4 today on Elimination Saturday. And welcome to ASA Hall of Fame Stadium. I'm Beth Mowens, along with Olympic gold medalist Jessica Mendoza. And Jessica, Baylor, it's been a long wait for them all day long to get going for the Missouri Tigers. A win earlier today as Chelsea Thomas picked up the win, and she'll be ready to go again tonight.
Well, and you're seeing these Big 12 matchups. You're seeing a lot of teams that know a lot about each other. So what they need to do is have their defense, their pitching, all cylinders clicking together and being able to work. And what you saw earlier today with Missouri was Chelsea Thomas coming out and just having a breakthrough performance. We saw the Chelsea Thomas that got her here. She had 6 strikeouts. And then Missouri's offense in the second inning taking advantage of Oklahoma's errors. All 4 runs that Missouri scored were on the errors of Oklahoma.
More coming in the 4th inning as they continued to put the pressure on the defense. Brianna Turang throwing it into the dugout. And another run able to cross for Missouri, and they were able to knock out the Sooners to advance. So the second time today they face a very familiar foe in the Baylor Bears. They split their 2 games during the regular season. They saw Whitney Canyon in one of those, and they'll see her again tonight.
Well, and Whitney Canyon, just that two-tool player that she can do it on offense, she can do it pitching. It was her bat that helped get Baylor here, but what helped keep Baylor here has been her pitching. She's that different look from the left side, but because Missouri has seen her before, she needs to be unpredictable.
Canyon on April 2nd picked up a win against Missouri, and she'll be ready to go toe-to-toe again. And let's send it down to the field right now with Holly Rowe.
Well, I just caught up with both pitchers just moments ago. Whitney Canyon told me she only threw that first game against them, so she thinks she's got a lot in her repertoire that they didn't see yet. She said we went over our pitch charts, looked at what we didn't throw a lot against them, and they didn't do a lot with the changeup. She said, I feel like it's a pitch that's really working for me right now, so we might see more of that. For Chelsea Thomas, she said, hey, that was our first Big 12 game. We played really tight. She said, I think the key tonight will be playing a little bit more loose. And she also said we have a very good game plan for each individual batter because they know them so well, they can get a little bit more specific. She also said in game 1 today, she didn't throw a changeup too much, so she's looking to throw hers a little bit more. So guys, let's sit on the changeup, all 3 of us. How about that?
They are 2 of the most respected pitchers in the country. Dynamite years for both Canyon and Chelsea Thomas, and one of them about to get her team into the semis. Here's the Capital One starting lineup, and it features Rhea Taylor.
Rhea Taylor is that hitter. She's been struggling a little bit, but they need her to get hot, and she has that ability to be the catalyst for their offense.
The rest of the lineup for Missouri: Jenna Marston, the sophomore from St. Louis, hitting in the 2 spot. Nicole Hudson, the 3rd baseman, hitting 3rd. Ashley Fleming in the cleanup spot, the 1st baseman. Madison Rundberg will get her first start as a designated player. Princess Krebs is out of left field. Hitting 7th is the right fielder Lisa Simmons. In the 8th spot tonight, the catcher Megan Christopher, and batting 9th, the 2nd baseman Abby Vaught. Now they will be facing Whitney Canyon out there in the circle, the sophomore from Aledo, Texas, all Big 12 performer, and the career strikeout leader at Baylor already. She's 30-11 on the season. Rhea Taylor to start things off, the senior from Buford, Georgia. Speed equals pressure when it comes to Rhea and her ability to get on base and move around quickly. Rhea struggled against Florida on Thursday, went 0 for 4, but came back today with a 1 for 3 performance against Oklahoma. Making her 3rd trip to the Women's College World Series. The Tigers, under 5th-year head coach Aaron Earlywine, are here for the 3rd year in a row. off the regular season, which saw them win the Big 12 regular season title, and they captured it on the final weekend of the season. Waving at the changeup, one down. Canyon happy to have Claire Hosack back behind the dish. Hosack was that player injured on the foul tip that came up and hit her in the face during their Super Regional win against Georgia.
And she's key for them, especially with the speed of Missouri. She has one of the best arms here at the World Series.
Hosack, you can see the right eye still kind of puffy from the fractures in her face. And J.J. Marston in the 2 spot. Got the inside part of the plate, 1-on-1. 315 on the season. She's 1 for 7 so far in the series. Shallow left, and it will fall in safely. The effort from Sydney Wilson couldn't come up with it. Marston on board.
And this ball literally drops in no man's land. The hustle from Leal and Sydney Wilson, both of them going hard the entire way. Wilson trying to lay out even the last second. That ball could not have found a spot on this field any better.
Nicole Hudson, the sophomore from Webb City, Missouri. 2 for 3, drove in a run earlier today in the win over OU. 4 Big 12 schools made it here. That's the most in conference history. 5 Pac-10 schools back in 1999 is the record here in Oklahoma City.
Within the Big 12 conference, they root for each other so much in postseason, and I think they hate that they have to knock each other out, especially today. Missouri already knocking out Oklahoma.
Deep center field and back to the track and making the catch is Kathy Shelton. 2 down.
Hudson just does a really good job with this outside pitch, taking it deep. Off the bat, looking like it was going to leave the park, but she just gets a really good piece of a pitch breaking away from her.
Now, you mentioned the fact that they've been knocking each other out. Big 12 team still does not have a win over another conference here at the World Series. They keep bumping into each other. Over the first not in time. We are assured of having a Big 12 school into the semis. And we also know there will be an SEC team in the finals with Alabama and Florida in the semis on the other side of the bracket. Chop to second. Play made by Freeland. A hit, 1 left on in the top of the first for Missouri. Baylor coming up.
So DiGiorno comes with boneless wings now?
Oh yeah, great wings.
So why did you call?
Just want to give you your menus back. Fridge magnet and 2 unused coupons. Okay?
New DiGiorno pizza and boneless wings. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno pizza and wings.
At Bayer, we've been relieving pain for over 100 years. And today we're reinventing aspirin for pain relief with new extra strength Bayer Advanced Aspirin. It has microparticles, so it enters the bloodstream faster and rushes relief right to the site of your tough pain. In fact, it's clinically proven to relieve pain twice as fast. New Bayer Advanced Aspirin. Extra strength pain relief, twice as fast.
Taco Bell's new 99-cent beefy melt burrito. Premium seasoned beef and a blend of 3 cheeses melted to perfection. And only 99 cents.
So you know this melts those 99-cent burritos to perfection, right?
I know.
All business. I like that.
Why pay more?
Welcome back to Oklahoma City. Missouri scoreless in the top of the first. Baylor coming up, and let's take a look at the Capital One starting lineup. And it features Kathy Shelton right at the top.
And she's perfect as a leadoff hitter. So dynamic, doing so many things for Baylor. Very interested to see how she does against Chelsea Thomas.
Batting second behind her is Casey Walker. In the 3 spot, the third baseman, Megan Turk. Batting fourth, the shortstop from Mexico, Danny Leal. The first baseman, Holly Hall, hitting 5th. The designated player is Kelsey Kettler, who had a walk-off home run for them in a win on Thursday. Next up is the pitcher, Whitney Canyon, followed in the 8th spot by the catcher, Claire Hosag. And then batting 9th, the left fielder, Sydney Wilson. And they will face Chelsea Thomas, 4-2 in the NCAA tournament for Chelsea. The Big 12 Pitcher of the Year out of Pleasantville, Iowa. 32-7 with a 0.97 ERA. Has an invitation to try out for the U.S. national team for this summer. Had a forearm injury that kept her out of the game last year, and now coming back even stronger this season. She was not able to pitch for them at the World Series a year ago. That was Kristen Nodelman, who is still on the staff. Kathy Shelton will step in to start things off for the Baylor Bears, making their second appearance here at the World Series. They went 1-2 back in 2007. Led the Big 12 this year in hits and stolen bases in league play.
And what you're going to see from Shelton is the fact that she's a power slapper. And we've seen a ton of slappers, speedy leadoff hitters throughout the World Series. And Shelton, she makes her living on the power slap. And the difference between that and a softer slap is that she's trying to power this thing through the infield, trying to make infielders go back on their heels.
And immediately Aaron Irwin coming out to have a chat in his 5th season as the head coach at Missouri. With 3 consecutive trips to the series, he was the Big 12 Coach of the Year this season. Shelton fouls it off. Kathy, the sophomore from McKinney, Texas. Used to play for her dad with the Texas Glory. One more shaking up this lineup a bit from Thursday to Friday. She hit 6th on Thursday, was the leadoff yesterday, back in the leadoff spot tonight. 3 hits so far in the World Series. Shortstop Marston, 1 down. Let's check out the defense for the Mizzou Tigers behind Chelsea Thomas. And Ashley Fleming, where's she going to show up tonight? She'll get the start at first.
And she's moved in from right field, and she made some spectacular catches yesterday, really saving out her infield, some errant throws, and she's that wall at first base that's able to pretty much stop anything.
Casey Walker trying to knock down the rise ball. 0-1. Junior out of Franklin, Texas. Has overcome a couple of knee injuries in her career. Pops it up. Taylor hard charging in center, makes the catch, 2 down. That'll bring up Megan Turk. a junior from Texas, had the 4th best batting average in the league this year. Kirk also had a walk-off sacrifice fly off of Thomas in their regular season matchup back on April 2nd to pick up a win. Hudson. 3 up and 3 down for Chelsea Thomas. We're scoreless through 1 on Elimination Saturday.
Also get a free flight.
You know that comes with a private island.
Really?
No, it comes with a hat. You see, airline credit cards promise flights for 25,000 miles, but
there's never any seats for 25,000 miles.
Frustrating, isn't it? But that won't happen with the Capital One Venture Card. You can book any airline, anytime. Hey, I just said that. After all, isn't traveling hard enough?
To get the flight you want, sign up for a Venture Card at CapitalOne.com.
What's in your wallet? It's okay. I've played a pilot before.
Hops are the soul of Samuel Adams.
Hops add a spicy citrus flavor to Sam Adams.
The best hops have been grown on family farms like the Stengelmeyers for centuries. It has unique conditions of soil, moisture, and sunlight.
Boston Lager, the proof is in the taste.
You asked for it, America. Pizza Hut's $10 any deal is back. Any pizza, any size, any crust, any toppings is now just $10 when you carry out. That's right, the $10 any deal is back. But hurry in, this deal is for a limited time only at your Pizza Hut.
The NCAA Women's College World Series is presented by the Capital One Venture Card with double miles on every purchase every day.
Back here at the Women's College World Series, Missouri and Baylor scoreless through the first. Missouri already picking up a win earlier today as they knocked out Oklahoma 4-1. That coming off of Thursday night's loss at the hands of the Florida Gators. A couple of home runs beat them on their opening game. And then the nice bounce back, and Chelsea Thomas doing some work with a good drop ball earlier today.
And Thomas classically doing a lot of strikeouts, but what she did is utilize her drop to rely on her defense, and she does a good job placing this ball, and Oklahoma hitters hitting into the ground. But the important thing is her defense had her back, which allowed her to just keep attacking with her best pitch.
Thomas quick work in the bottom half of that first inning, and that second inning in 5, 6, and 7 here with Madison Rudberg, the freshman from Davenport, Iowa.
Here we go, Maddie!
1 for 6 in the tournament. This is her first at-bat at the World Series. 67 miles an hour from Whitney Canyon from 43 feet away. Reaction time from that distance at that speed, less of an opportunity to react for a softball player in the batter's box than there is for a major leaguer in the batter's box from 60 feet away with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
I think that's where, and Holly Rowe reported on this before the game about these pitchers emphasizing their changeup, because as much as that reaction time is so critical as a hitter, you have to attack as soon as you almost see the ball released. So if you don't pick up a changeup out of a pitcher's hand and she throws it, you're already starting your swing. So the changeup is that much more effective because of that reaction time.
And these two can throw it quite well. Canyon from the left side. 2-2. Got her to chase the rise ball. Leal, 1 down. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Well, I checked in with Missouri coach Aaron Earlywine to see what they did between games. They've already played 1 game earlier today. Most teams go back to the hotel, shower, eat, take a nap. Well, they ate and then they watched film. He gave them a film session specifically just on Canyon. He said he felt like they could pick some things in her pitches, some tendencies to give his hitters, and they had a nice little study session.
Yeah, he's a big tape guy, Aaron Earlywine, a former player himself with the men's U.S. national team. Another pop-up. This one, Claire Hosak's got it. 2 down.
And I believe you can use tape for twofold, basically to either help analyze, work on your swings, develop your mechanics, or to be able to also build confidence. Sometimes I've had coaches break down a swing and show you your best swing. So sometimes after a tough loss like Missouri did have to Florida, you can kind of rebuild your offense by showing them what they do best.
Slow roller to second. Freeland. 3 up and 3 down. Quick work for Whitney Canyon. We're scoreless here in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, baby, looking forward to the finals. Gonna be sweet.
Puts the Spurs up by 1. We all thought it was over.
Is that a talking basketball?
What could you do at point?
That's just crazy.
Fish.
Is it?
Fish gets the inbound. He released, right? I'm spinning. I see fish. I see the rim. Fish.
You know I could crush you like a grape.
Watch the NBA Finals on ABC and see Zookeeper in theaters July 8th.
Take it easy, Stinky.
The NCAA and DonorsChoose.org are working together to put academic and athletic supplies back into our schools. And you can join the NCAA in supporting the needs of teachers' projects. From athletics to academics, find out how you can help future student athletes at ncaa.org/fundthefuture.
The road to success is never easy, and no one gets there on talent alone. Introducing the K Factor, a patented system designed to help pitchers take their game to a whole new level. By combining a resistance system with basic pitching drills, the K Factor focuses on the importance of proper mechanics. Pitchers at all levels will learn to increase arm speed, maximize the length of the arm circle, and strengthen the wrist for better snap. Use the K Factor as part of your daily workout or during your pregame warm-up. You'll develop healthy muscle memory, build strength and endurance, add overall velocity to pitches, and achieve consistency on the mound. There has never been a tool more valuable for your performance. Order the K Factor now and start reaching your maximum potential.
Another terrific crowd tonight at the Women's College World Series. Missouri and Baylor scoreless. Glenn Moore had Baylor in the winner's bracket after their first game, a walk-off win over Oklahoma State in the 8th inning, and then they lost to Alabama 3-0. So the scoring will be at a premium for them tonight. Here is the one run they do have at the World Series.
Well, none better than a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 8th. Baylor did that Thursday night. Kelsey Kettler coming up big. Only her second home run of the season. You see a lot of hitters just step up big. Michelle Moultrie of Florida only having 2 home runs, and she's doubled that already.
Rhea Taylor, similar story in center field for Missouri. 2 regular season home runs and 2 postseason home runs. Leal trying to lay it down. Terrific story. The senior from Mexico City went to a couple of years of junior college and then found her way to Baylor. Learned English when she first got to the U.S. She's originally from Mexico City. Looking for her first hit of this World Series. Story that is familiar with softball players who started out playing baseball. Was picked on by the boys a little bit, but did not let that deter her. Can't get the changeup one down.
Thomas just so effective with this pitch because of how she hides it in that arc. The way that that ball just drops off a table, and Leal just trying to lengthen her swing to get a piece of it, but it just dips right below her bat.
Holly Hall, the lefty first baseman. Redshirt freshman out of Katy, Texas. 3 for 6 so far in the series. Another changeup.
Baylor coach Glenn Moore says that Holly Hall will be one of the best hitters to ever wear a Baylor uniform because of how competitive she is, but she's already got that natural ability, that combination of the two. He believes before she's done, it's going to be one of the best.
Glenn Moore in his 11th season. Second time he's gotten the Bears here to the World Series. They were here in 2007. Getting close to 450 wins in his career. Two. Brings the smoke instead of the change. 2 down.
This is like almost like a low rise on the outside part of the plate. And after that changeup that we saw, she just brings this and spins this ball so well. And then comes right back opposite with her drop ball. The fact that she can throw a rise with the spin she has and then the drop makes it hard to pick a plane of what to hit.
Well, we weren't sure if maybe the pitchers might be a little winded or if the hitters had some familiarity with them, that things might open up at the plate. That is not the case thus far. The two All-American pitchers going toe-to-toe.
And Beth, just watching Chelsea Thomas and the way that she looks right now, her demeanor, just so much more comfortable and relaxed, and that's what allows her ball to move and spin. And Aaron Earlywine talked about her Thursday night against Florida and how her miles per hour were much lower. She just looked tighter. She looked like she was trying too hard. And I think it has a lot to do with it's a familiar foe. She's in Big 12 right now, and she knows she's at the World Series, but she knows this team. She feels very confident against Baylor.
Another changeup. 3 strikeouts in the inning. Chelsea Thomas mixing it up. The first one on the off-speed. Then she goes upstairs with the rise and back with the change. Scoreless through 2.
At Enterprise Rent-A-Car, we're a family-owned business.
Still family-owned, still family-run.
And since 1957, one thing's never changed.
Taking care of our customers.
Maybe that's why Enterprise was ranked highest in rental car customer satisfaction by J.D. Power and Associates for 7 years in a row. It feels like a family company because it is.
Let us show you what that means.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Has the best baby back ribs in America tonight. We're talking all-you-can-eat baby backs.
Fall off the bone good. On an endless dinner buffet.
For around $10.
Golden Corral does it again. Our endless mouth-watering baby back ribs are back. Non-stop fall-off-the-bone baby backs drenched in our signature barbecue sauce. All on our endless dinner buffet, still for around $10.
$10? I am blown away.
Golden Corral. Help yourself to happiness.
Distracted driving. It accounts for 25% of car crashes. Music, cell phones, food, the list goes on.
This is why safe driving is so important.
Correct.
And it's why the best agents help safe drivers get a lower rate.
Oh, exactly.
We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Mike Yam in studio with you for this Sports Center in-game update. It just ended a short time ago here on ESPN2. Florida and Cal first and third here in the third inning. Asia Pakulba up the middle. Megan Bush would come around to score. The Gators go up 3-2. They go on to win. Florida now has Alabama 1 Eastern time on ESPN tomorrow. Back to OKC.
Our final game of elimination Saturday as we welcome you back to the 2011 Women's College World Series presented by Capital One. We will have a Big 12 team into the semis to face Arizona State tomorrow. Will it be the Tigers or Bears? The pitchers duel in the works here between Whitney Canyon and Chelsea Thomas. Canyon back in the circle. 8, 9, and then the top of the order. And Megan Christopher with her first look. Co-Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year, the senior out of Wright City, Missouri. One of those situations where the defense is so good, you have to overlook the shortcomings with the bat in hand. She's a sub-200 hitter on the season.
When you talk about her defense, why she is in the lineup, obviously a sub-200 hitter would normally be, but Coach Earlywine says how she is the best catcher that he has ever coached because her ability to frame, her quick feet, her release, and he wishes those same abilities would cross over into her hitting.
Grounded Leal. One down. NCAA championship action continues tomorrow on ESPN, but first on ESPNU, it's NCAA baseball action for you. It all gets underway at noon Eastern. And then back here to the Women's College World Series. Semifinal Sunday starts at 1 on ESPN. For more, visit NCAA.com, your home for all 88 NCAA championships. First up tomorrow, Alabama and Florida. Alabama needs to win just once, the Gators twice. And that will be followed by the top seed, Arizona State, taking on the winner of this one at about 3:30 Eastern. Sun Devils need just one win. The championship series, best 2 out of 3, will get underway on Monday night. Abby Vach, the senior from Morrison, Illinois. Real again at short. 2 down. For Whitney Canyon today, 4 ground outs, 3 fly outs, a strikeout. And now back to the top of the order. The one hit, Jenna Marston, the single back in the first inning. She struck out Rhea Taylor with a changeup in their first showdown.
Rhea Taylor wants nothing to do with it. She comes right back with it, first pitch against her.
Taylor, for her career, 300 hits, 200 runs, 100 stolen bases. Just the 16th player in NCAA history to reach those milestone markers. Certainly could make the case for one of the best position players in Big 12 history. Foul ball. Oh, missed opportunity there. A souvenir for his family right there with him. Big night at the ballpark. He's got to shake that off. We might have another chance with all the lefties in these lineups. Taylor will not have another another opportunity in this at-bat. The change got her the first time, and the rise ball rips by this time. Canyon and Thomas head-to-head for a spot in the semis.
Congratulations. You wrote a killer resume, nailed the interview, and scored your perfect job. You used new Mitchum Advanced Control. You and your armpit stayed calm, cool, and rocked it, though you did lie about being fluent in Dutch. Now the owner of Going Dutch Inc. has hired you to be his personal translator starting right now. You might cry, but your pits won't. That's because Mitchum gives you 48 hours of protection, perfect for a word recel. Oh, that's Dutch for conundrum. Mitchum. Maximum strength, ultimate protection, 48 hours a day.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
The road to success is never easy, and no one gets there on talent alone. Introducing the K-Factor, a patented system designed to help pitchers take their game to a whole new level. By combining a resistance system with basic pitching drills, the K-Factor focuses on the importance of proper mechanics. Pitchers at all levels will learn to increase arm speed, maximize the length of the arm circle, and strengthen the wrist for better snap. Use the K-Factor as part of your daily workout or during your pregame warm-up. You'll develop healthy muscle memory, build strength and endurance, add overall velocity to pitches, and achieve consistency on the mound. There has never been a tool more valuable for your performance. Order the K-Factor now and start reaching your maximum potential.
Scoreless in Oklahoma City. Well, it was just a few weeks ago when a devastating tornado hit the community of Joplin, Missouri, and it did affect these Tiger players. One of their own, Nicole Hudson, had her family restaurant, a Domino's, destroyed. 6 employees were working there in the store, and they actually ran out, saw some older women in a car at an ATM, pulled them inside a bathroom, and everyone was saved. They later found those ladies' cars miles away inside a Walmart store. She said those employees are heroes to her and her family, not only for what they did that night, but to allow her parents, Leanne and Shane, to come here to the World Series. They've worked hard so that they were able to leave that devastation behind. They're lucky. They do have one store still up and running in Joplin. Their home was spared, but so many others were not so lucky.
Yeah, the spring storm's taking such a toll on Joplin, Missouri. And great to see her family able to attend. As is the case with a lot of softball families, you often see the mother and father not sitting together with all the tensions involved of watching your daughter out there in the Women's College World Series. But this is a great gesture by the business and all the folks that work for them that are putting in some extra time and some extra shifts so the parents could come watch Nicole play. There's a shot out to left, back to the wall, off the top. And tripping, coming around the bag is Whitney Canyon, and she will be held up to a long single, but more importantly, was she hurt on the play? Got tripped up by the base.
Canyon just going with this outside pitch. She just misses getting a home run. She gets all of it, but it's so low that it just hits the very top of the fence, and she comes across the top of first base, and it kind of throws her off instead of hitting the inside part of the bag. And it's hard when you hit a ball inches from a home run and only end up with a single.
She's limping a bit going back to the dugout for Baylor. She will be lifted for a pinch runner. She can re-enter if healthy. Mackenzie Robertson on to run. Claire Hosack, the catcher. you may recognize Mackenzie Robertson from her playing days with the Waco Little League out in Portland, Oregon, in the series that we televise on the ESPN networks every August. She won the Little League World Series title. She's been their go-to pinch runner here in the Women's College World Series. Here she is over at first running for Canyon. Canyon checking out that left leg. Where's that? Called strike 3, 1 down. That's the 4th for Chelsea Thomas. 4 of the last 5 she's faced.
This is a low rise ball, and honestly, with 2 strikes, this is the kind of pitch that's almost a mistake for Thomas. I mean, that's almost over the white of the plate. It's kind of at the top of the strike zone, but as a hitter, whew, those are the ones you want to launch over the fence.
She struck out the side in the 2nd, and then the Canyon leadoff single before getting another strikeout here in the 3rd. Wilson, and then the top of the order for Baylor. Fouls one back. Junior out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. For the sign, 2-1 pitch coming from Thomas. Hit and run was on. Really, both teams tonight, as it's shaping up, will be in a position to generate a run any way they can, and one just might be enough with the way that these 2 pitchers are throwing so far.
Well, and when Whitney Canyon hit that ball, and I'm thinking if this leaves the yard, that might be all Baylor needs. The way Canyon's been throwing in Thomas, it's one of those like we saw with Baylor with the walk-off against Oklahoma State on Thursday. Just took the 1 hit, 1 home run. That's all they needed.
Ball 4. 2 on base with 1 out. Let's send it down to Holly.
Well, Baylor athletic trainer Josh Ogden was able to examine pitcher Whitney Canyon. It is her left foot. They took her sock all the way down, did an examination. She appears to be fine right now, but she also has a little blood in her mouth where they think maybe she bit her tongue. Guys, that is her plant foot, though, so we'll see how it affects her when she comes back out to pitch, because an awful lot of weight goes on that ankle in that motion.
Thank you, Holly. Canyon nicked up, rounding first base after the long fly ball to left field that hit off the top of the wall. Two on base here for Kathy Shelton, the leadoff. In for a strike, 0-2. Shelton's .382 on the season with runners in scoring position.
Glenn Moore talked about with Shelton how he's trying to develop her to swing away more. And you see her in a RBI situation going with her slap, and she's tried swinging away a lot more this year, but he hopes in the future that she'll be able to step into that box and hit some gaps. Because right now, Missouri's defense way in.
0-2. Struck her out. 2 down. 5th strikeout for Chelsea Thomas. Here's how things are shaping up. 3 teams eliminated today. 1 more will be sent home here tonight. Alabama, Florida in 1 semifinal on ESPN at 1 Eastern tomorrow. And Arizona State will get the winner of this one at about 3:30 Eastern. And with 2 on and 2 out, Aaron Earlywine's going to go out and make sure that the defense is all squared away. Casey Walker is the batter here for Baylor. She flew out to center field her first time up. 40 pitches so far for Thomas, who has already thrown once today. Thomas had to throw 91 pitches this afternoon in the win over Oklahoma. Walker. Really checking out all his notes over there.
He just pulled in Princess Krebs and left. And yeah, he's having Princess Krebs come in. The reason is because Casey Walker, again, another slapper, another short gamer that's really not going to have a ton of power to left field. If slappers have any power, it's usually to right, but he's trying to pull in Princess Krebs, the left fielder.
They are in shallow, so even if it's a single on a slap, they would still be able to prevent Robertson from scoring from second. He's thinking the same thing we are. 1 might be enough to win it tonight. Runners go. Robertson gonna get thrown out down at third base. The Baylor Bears had a couple on with 1 out and the strikeout, and now the throw down to third. Christopher to Hudson for the tag. Rally ended.
Many will hear the calling.
Move it! Yes, sir!
Few will earn the title United States Marine. The few, the proud Marines.
Look outside. It's grow time. So let's plant some perennials that'll turn up every year. Trees and shrubs to give us depth, and fill it out with flowers placed in just the perfect place. Let's start at the place with the best plants, people, and prices. What do you say we plant a weekend, water it, and watch a summer spring up? More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Right now, Roundup Weed and Grass Killer or Ortho Weed Begone Max is just $8.88.
I'm telling you, it was drop dead.
So Joey says to the guy,
fresh flavor never sounded so good.
Love when that happens.
Applebee's introduces 2 new sizzling entrees. Try the new sizzling Cajun steak and shrimp or our new sizzling smokehouse chicken stack. New sizzling entrees starting at $8.99. Only at Applebee's. There's no place like the neighborhood, open till midnight or later.
Still scoreless in Oklahoma City in the top of the 4th here with Baylor coach Glenn Moore, coach. How were you able to make that call there on sending the base runners?
Well, we were just trying to make something happen. I didn't know anything special. I was just trying to put the runners in motion, and hopefully they'd make a mistake. After a while, you think you're going to see all the pitches you're going to see. It was a changeup. It's a good pitch to go on, and we just didn't get there.
We're seeing a lot more changeups from both pitchers tonight. What do you think is behind that strategy for both you and them?
I think for us, we're facing a good offense, so we've got a mix of speeds, and she has a tremendous changeup, so that keeps us off balance. We're able to jump on one. If it had just been a couple of feet higher, we'd be up 1-0 right now.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Holly. And Glenn Moore, the head coach for the Baylor Bears. And I think what we're seeing is the pressure that Whitney Canyon and Chelsea Thomas can put on a team from the pitcher circle, and how they can take away your faith in your offense to do the job on its own, and you almost feel like you have to go outside your comfort zone to try and create an opportunity.
Manufacture runs, and that's exactly what Glenn Moore was trying to do. And again, I mean, we're sitting here going, oh gosh, you run them out of an inning, you end, some momentum, but had that been a wild throw, something happened, they score a run, we're thinking he's brilliant. So it's just the way this game works. Against a pitcher like Thomas, you're trying to make things happen.
Both pitchers have only given up the one hit through the first 3 innings. J.J. Marston here, 2, 3, and 4 for Missouri. Also the respect due to the familiarity that these coaches have for these two pitchers and their abilities. Gloved at first by Hall. 1 down. Well, after that big comeback for Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavs, they're all even at 1 apiece. Game 3 of the NBA Finals coming up Sunday night at 8 Eastern. Coverage will begin at 7:30 with Buick Regal NBA Countdown. It's Game 3 of the NBA Finals on ABC and also on ESPN 3D. Nicole Hudson and that story that Holly Rowe reported on from just outside of Joplin, Missouri, and the damage done to her family's business and to all the people there affected. Unfortunately, it's been a common story around teams involved in this tournament. Of course, Oklahoma affected earlier this spring, as was Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and the Crimson Tide will be playing tomorrow against Florida. Hudson retired, 2 down. There's Dallas Escobedo and her catcher, Kaylin Castillo, right next to her. Some of the Arizona State Sun Devils checking out the action. They had the day off today, enjoying themselves. We ran into Dallas Escobedo in the press room after their win last night when she threw nearly 200 pitches. She just had a big old smile on her face. She said, "Go home, get a good night sleep in." She said, "Oh, I have every intention of doing that."
Oh, and just watching them, look at the smiles on their faces, having fun and enjoying this environment. I mean, this is something that a player playing in this tournament rarely gets a chance to do, and that's to sit back and enjoy it.
They are the top seed, and they have not given any indication as to why they shouldn't be considered the team to beat. The 2-seed Alabama, their pitching staff of Kelsey Dunn and Jackie Traynor has looked awfully good as well on the other side of the bracket, but with Escobedo's pitching and the big bats, that whole order for Arizona State, they are looking strong. They're checking out their competition for tomorrow. Pop-up. Freeland, 3 up and 3 down. The pitcher's duel continues. We'll hear from Aaron Earlywine from Holly when we come back.
its root cause is high uric acid. If you have gout, high uric acid can lead to more attacks. To help reduce attacks, lower your uric acid. Uloric lowers uric acid levels in adults with gout. It's not for the treatment of high uric acid without a history of gout. Uloric reduces uric acid to help you reach a healthy level.
Don't take Uloric if you are taking azathioprine, mercaptopurine, or theophylline. Gout may flare when starting Uloric. Don't stop taking it. Your doctor may give you other medicines to help prevent flares. A small number of heart attacks, strokes, and heart-related deaths were seen in studies. It's not certain Uloric caused them. Certain tests to check liver function may be required. Tell your doctor about liver or kidney problems or history of heart disease or stroke. The most common side effects are liver problems, nausea, gout flares, joint pain, and rash.
If you have gout, ask your doctor about Uloric.
Still waiting for things to break open here in Oklahoma City. Missouri and Baylor still scoreless, and Coach Aaron Earlywine of Missouri talked to Chelsea Thomas before the game, and she thought maybe she'd go with that changeup a little more here because she hadn't used it a lot today. What is that in the game plan, and how do you think she's thrown it so far?
Well, we haven't thrown it much because we haven't needed to, and we don't want to show it until we absolutely have to show it. And right now she's breezing through pretty good with her drop and her rise, and we'll throw it as we see fit.
Do you see it as a secret weapon for her?
Well, I mean, if you don't show it, and they don't see it a lot of times, you know, your chances are better late in the game of surprising them with it. So as long as they keep showing us that they can't hit the hard stuff, then there's no sense in going to that pitch until we absolutely have to.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Holly, and head coach Aaron Earlywine. Well, we've seen it enough, and so has Baylor, quite frankly, tonight.
Well, and I think the key is that they took it for a strike, 2 strikeouts earlier in the game. Then they started chasing it out of the zone, and this is where Thomas just gets smart and throws it away as a waste pitch. There's a reason why she's breezing through, and it's how she's setting up their hitters. Here, I'll show it to you as a strike. Strike 3. It's going to be in your head. Now it's going to be a ball.
5 strikeouts, just the 1 hit so far to the bottom of the 4th inning. Casey Walker, 2, 3, and 4 here for Baylor. Their 1 hit, the Whitney Canyon single back in the 3rd inning.
And one of the things, too, when you think about the difference between Florida and how they were able to hit Chelsea Thomas's change versus Baylor right now.
Slap to second. Got her. 1 down. Back to your thought in just a moment, Jessica, but first we want to remind you that we've got baseball regionals coming your way tomorrow afternoon on ESPNU. It's Miami-Jacksonville at noon, and then the winner will take on Florida at 4 o'clock. NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One on ESPNU tomorrow afternoon. There's the changeup again at 49 miles an hour.
One of the adjustments Florida had made is they got up in the batter's box. They were in the front half, and Baylor right now in more of the middle to back. And with the last hitter, Casey Walker, she was in the very back.
Turk pops it up. 2 down. Danny Leal struck out on the changeup in the 2nd inning, and there she goes now, starting to make the adjustment. She moves up.
Leal was further back her first at bat, and I think a lot of communication happening in the dugout, just adjustments by hitters. Personally, I'd rather be in the back of the box to see a changeup, only because it gives me more time to recognize it. But if you're not seeing it at all, that's when you move up in the box, because it gives you, if you're going to be early, now at least you're closer, you might have a chance to foul it off.
And there it is. In for a strike. 1 and 2. Back with a rise ball out of the zone, 2-2. Working the count full. Back up middle and the base hit for Danny. Second one of the night for Baylor. Well, with the first hit of her World Series career.
She just takes a drop ball and just chops this thing. It uses the ground. And Thomas's, the speed that she brings makes it very easy for Leal to be able to get this ball through the infield.
Third base runner tonight for Baylor. And with 2 outs, it's Holly Hall. She got hit by it.
I think it was a catcher's interference.
Catcher's interference, you're right.
Anytime the hitter swings and the catcher glove gets in the way, it's an automatic base awarded to the hitter. And you watch right here with Hall's swing, and yep, you can see Christopher's glove gets in the way. You can almost even hear it, actually. As soon as contact was made, you heard a sound of leather before you heard the sound of contact.
Bears had 2 on base in the last inning. And then the strikeout from Chelsea Thomas. And then the Mackenzie Robertson caught stealing, trying to go to third. And now a couple of base runners here with 2 outs. 0-1 to Kelsey Kettler. Struck out on the changeup in the second inning. You'll see some hitters like Kettler here in softball that will square around to get both eyes on the ball, but it's awfully tough with Thomas's speed to get your bat back in time to start your swing. She was way behind on that pitch. Late again, 0-2. Change has to be on Kettler's mind right here. Doesn't get it, the dribbler foul. And as a hitter, Jessica, is that in your head now at this point with how effective it's been so far when you're stepping in?
Oh, definitely. And that's the most important key to a changeup, regardless of the fact if it's a strike or not, is knowing she has the difference in speed. And a lot of times as a hitter, you will be late because you're anticipating a changeup.
Charging at second is Bach, in time to make the play to first. 4 left on base tonight for Baylor. We're scoreless with 4 complete on elimination Saturday night.
I spent a lot of time away from my teams, but thanks to the Watch ESPN app, I don't miss nothing.
The new Watch ESPN app. The ESPN network's live on your phone and tablet.
Thanks to the Venture Card from Capital One, we get double miles on every purchase. So me and the lads earned a trip to San Francisco twice as fast. We get double miles every time we use our card. I'll take these 2, no matter what we're buying. And all of those? And since double miles add up fast, we can bring the whole gang. It's hard to beat double miles.
Whoa, dude. Get the Venture Card from Capital One. Money Magazine's best rewards card if you aim to rack up airline miles.
What's in your wallet?
Who has the best baby back ribs in America tonight? We're talking all-you-can-eat baby backs.
Fall off the bone good. On an endless dinner buffet.
For around $10.
Golden Corral does it again. Our endless mouth-watering baby back ribs are back. Non-stop fall-off-the-bone baby backs drenched in our signature barbecue sauce. All on our endless dinner buffet, still for around $10.
$10? I am blown away.
Golden Corral. Help yourself to happiness.
The official online store at ncaa.com/shop is your home for college gear. With over 100,000 items for over 500 teams, everything you need for your favorite team is in one store. Combine that with great customer service and flat rate shipping, and you've got the #1 source for NCAA merchandise. Head to ncaa.com/shop for the best in college gear.
Welcome back to the 2011 Women's College World Series, presented by Capital One. ASA Hall of Fame Stadium on Elimination Saturday night. One of these teams heading home, the other one to the semifinals. And a date with Arizona State tomorrow afternoon. In the upper bracket, Alabama and Florida will meet tomorrow. We'll have an SEC team into the championship series, which begins on Monday night. And then the top seed, Arizona State, they're 2-0. They'll face the winner of this one. And how about that up on the Jumbotron? Legend, you're a legend of softball, Jessica.
Does that mean you're old?
And you're looking mean.
That's what happens when they tell you not to smile. And I'm intimidating. Let me tell you, everyone thinks, but I'm scary. Don't meet me in a dark alley.
Is that the look you gave that poor Greek catcher before you ran her over in the Olympics several years back?
I have no idea.
In that iconic photo.
Game face, Beth. Game face.
That is your game face. One of these teams is going to need a little offensive production here. There hasn't been much against Chelsea Thomas and Whitney Canyon tonight. Canyon has retired the last 11 Tigers she's faced. Gave up a hit to J.J. Marston back in the first inning, and that has been it. 5, 6, and 7 here for the Tigers. There's Thomas. This is old school. This is throwback stuff right here with the two sophomore pitchers. This is like Michelle Smith back at the hotel right now, just loving life. This is like 40 feet and the dead softball instead of the 43 feet live ball we've got today.
As much as I appreciate pitchers on my team, I don't appreciate a pitcher's duel. Although performance-wise, it's beautiful watching some of the movement, especially with Canyon from the left side, what she's able to do with the ball. I appreciate it, but after a few innings, I'd like to see a couple line drives in the gap, some steals, definitely people crossing home plate.
The walk to Rugberg. Well, just in case Michelle's watching, we want to embarrass her with the mullet shot from the mid-'80s. A two-time All-American at Oklahoma State. Had a chance to play here at the Women's College World Series. And there's the much more familiar lion's mane of our cohort here at ESPN. A couple of gold medals for the United States. She and Pam Ward will be back tomorrow afternoon.
ESPN has a really good ability to find the pictures that you never want people to see all the time. The game face, Michelle with the 80s hairdo.
Shayna White, the runner. Sacrifice situation. Well done by Princess Krebs. One down. First runner in scoring position tonight for Missouri. Well, ESPN's coverage of Major League Baseball continues on Sunday night at 8 Eastern. It's Atlanta and the New York Mets. Then Monday night, the Dodgers and Phillies. That game can also be seen locally in LA and Philly. Major League Baseball on ESPN Sunday and Monday. So the Tigers will turn to Lisa Simmons right here to face Canyon. Grounded out to second base her first time up for Lisa. Senior from Boonville, Missouri. Had a big home run for them in the Super Regionals in their knockout of former national champion Washington. Curveball missed, 2-1. Lisa, good numbers with runners in scoring position this season. That one was up on her hands, fouled back 2-2. Inside, did that get a piece of her? Yes, it did. Simmons to first.
This is just a rise ball that comes into Simmons, and Simmons looks like she wanted to almost even hit it as she came forward with it and then tried to hold back.
Looked like it got her right on the elbow, trying to shake it off. Runners on first and second here with one out. Tigers will have to try and keep it going here with the bottom of the order. Their 8 and 9 hitters are coming up. We've already seen the mentality of both coaches with the idea that one run might just be enough to win it tonight. Missouri philosophy for Aaron Earlywine of reckless on offense, conservative on defense. What can they create on the base paths here? Christopher's 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. The 8 and 9, Christopher and Vach, do not have a hit yet in this World Series, which would lead you to believe that Earlywine might just be considering a pinch hitter for his number 9. Yeah, that in fact is Catherine Poet with a bat in the on-deck circle. Lifted out to left field and drifting over by the line to make the catch, Sydney Wilson. 2 down. Catherine is 6 for 27 this season as a pinch hitter. 0 for 2 so far in the series. In for a strike, 0-1. Just 3 base runners all night. 2 of them here in this inning. Only 1 hit off of Canyon tonight. Foul ball. A strike away from suppressing the threat. Just missed away. Steps on the base. They get the force out. And that'll end the inning. To the bottom of the 5th, we're still scoreless. Baylor and Missouri.
Taco Bell's new 99-cent beefy melt burrito. Premium seasoned beef and a blend of 3 cheeses melted to perfection. And only 99 cents.
So you know this melts those 99-cent burritos to perfection, right?
I know.
All business. I like that.
Why pay more?
Has anybody ever had skunky beer? Clear and green bottles let in light, which can turn traditionally brewed beers skunky. Brown bottles protect better.
Every single item comes in a brown bottle. And we use tire 6-packs to protect it from the light. We put so much care into brewing the beer that we want to protect it.
Baseball tonight is on the road, live from the iconic ballparks of America.
Outside of Fenway Park, Yankee Stadium. We are here in St. Louis.
This is baseball's biggest stage. Our team breaks down the Sunday night matchup.
Robinson Cano has been bumped up into the cleanup spot.
From the clubhouse, in the dugout, and on the field. Plus, John Kruk and Barry Larkin give you an insider's look at the stadiums and what makes each one unique. Right here's where the real fans said. Baseball tonight, live from the ballpark, Sundays at 7 on ESPN.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
That cult kidnapped my daughter. That baby girl's all I got. I am going to get her back.
No matter what happens, I'm with you until the end.
We got a fight coming. I am going to kill you.
Between now and then, I'm gonna mess you up.
Drive Angry. Now playing on DirecTV. Movies start at channel 125.
This June, celebrate with our best offer of the summer.
Are you kidding me right now?
Get over $10 back when you order any 4 movies this month. Movies like Just Go With It.
Yeah, I would create a fake family for that.
True Grit.
I will kill this girl!
Biggest mistake you ever made.
Red Riding Hood. Unknown.
Who am I?
Order any 4 movies in the month of June and get over $10 back. DirecTV Cinema, starting at channel 125.
And tablet.
I'm Shannon Cross, your social media coordinator for the Women's College World Series. And tomorrow we want you to join us for Alabama as they take on Florida at 1 o'clock Eastern. Now, Baseball Tonight analyst and well-known softball fan John Kruk already has an early prediction for tomorrow. He says if Kelsey Dunn keeps her focus like she has in the first 2 games, I think Bama wins the championship. Well, there you have it. Let's keep the conversation going online. Send me a tweet, WCWS. Back to you, Beth.
Oh boy, John Kruk chiming in. Kelsey Dunn has had a laser-like focus through the first 2 games. She picked up both wins. She pitched 6 innings in both outings, and then Trina came on to close.
And John's been watching all the games, wishing he was here, and he's been by the television. I love his passion for women's softball. A lot of baseball fans out there watching that have crossed over to the better side of softball.
He's been a great advocate of the game in the halls of ESPN up in Bristol, Connecticut, as well as around the country. Spent a couple of years here with us. Not only a big fan of the game of softball, but watching the 2 of you put a dent in some of the finer restaurants around town was a happening all of its own.
He already had them picked out. We like a map. We're gonna go here and then there.
First time I had ever done tableside restaurant critique play-by-play. It was definite resume builder for me. We got a big pitchers duel going on here in the bottom of the 5th. Baylor and Missouri, neither side able to muster. And a strikeout for Chelsea Thomas. Rhea Taylor, what's that she got in her back pocket there?
It's a scouting report. She keeps it in her back pocket before every hitter. She's got where to play him. And actually, for Claire Hosack, she just moved way over to the right. And you pan out, you can see that she's almost playing in right center for Hosack, and it's because on her little report, sure it's saying that she likes to go with the ball.
There she is, lingering over to right center, and also the right fielder Simmons is way over by the line. It does go to the right side, but it doesn't get anywhere near the outfield. 2 down. All right, let's see if she goes to the scouting report for Sydney Wilson. Yep.
I like it because then I get to see exactly the tendencies of all the hitters. All right, Wilson's more straight up. Okay. But what I like, we talked with Rhea Taylor about it. We talked about Aaron Earlywine, his tendencies to show video before every game. He goes over every hitter, and they actually see video of what they do and can visualize it. Missouri teammates joke with Rhea Taylor, like, well, we all remember. But Rhea has her cheat sheet, her little scouting report in her back pocket. And I appreciate that. She wants to make sure that she knows where to play for every hitter.
Two-one here to the 9-hitter Sydney Wilson. And for a strike, 2-2. Another strikeout for Chelsea Thomas. Number 7 on the night. 5 in the books, and a lot of bagels on the scoreboard. Thomas, the rise ball, gets another victim to the 6th, scoreless in OKC.
The nutrient-rich, flavor-packed avocado. It can be seen in lush green orchards, in upscale restaurants, and now, Subway.
No way.
Way. Because now, for a limited time only, Subway has avocado. Creamy, smooth, this superfood really ups the flavor ante. Try the turkey and bacon avocado. Everything you add tastes even better with creamy avocado. Crispy veggies, cheeses, sauces. Go ahead. Grab the green today at Subway. Subway. Eat fresh.
Mine was earned over the South Pacific in 1943.
Vietnam, 1967.
I got mine in Iraq, 2003.
USAA auto insurance is often handed down from generation to generation because it offers a superior level of protection and because USAA's commitment to serve the military, veterans, and their families is without equal. Begin your legacy. Get an auto insurance quote. USAA. We know what it means to serve.
At Enterprise Rent-A-Car, we listen.
And we've been listening for more than 55 years.
To customers and employees.
In fact, there was an Enterprise employee who came up with the idea of picking you up when you need to rent a car.
It was a great idea.
At your house, at the repair shop, we'll pick you up.
Wherever you need us,
we'll be there. Listening. Let us show you what that means.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Millions of men 45 and older just don't feel like they used to. Are you one of them? Remember when you had more energy for 18 holes with your buddies? More passion for the one you love? More fun with your family and friends? It could be a treatable condition called low testosterone or low T.
Come on, stop living in the shadows. You've got a life to live.
So don't blame it on aging. Talk to your doctor and go to isitlowt.com to find out more.
Welcome back to the Women's College World Series. It's elimination Saturday night. Missouri and Baylor scoreless as we head to the 6th. Let's take a look at the Home Depot coaching clinic.
Well, for Chelsea Thomas, she's really been utilizing her rise ball, getting hitters to chase out of the zone. Whitney Canyon really throwing the ball up out of the zone and then coming back and throwing it in the zone, just at the very top of the strike zone. Good job of throwing her rise ball on 2 different planes.
The pitching comparison, 5 innings of work, just the 3 hits allowed between the 2 of them, combining for 9 strikeouts, 7 of them from Thomas. And here's the part of the order for Missouri, and they get Rhea Taylor at first, and that's a big out for Baylor. They have kept the lead off the bases all 3 times she's come up.
Just watch the corners attack. This is a beautiful bump by Rhea Taylor, but Holly Hall, the first baseman for Baylor, is all over it. Taylor, one of the best drag bunters. She does a beautiful job of deadening it. She's so fast down the line, but Holly Hall.
A couple of strikeouts in the ground out for Taylor. J.J. Marston, who has the only hit, that came back in the first inning. The only other base runner they've had, a walk and a hit batter in the 5th inning. Bush. Photo opportunity on the concourse.
Still in her uniform.
Florida Gators with the win tonight against Cal, so they will take on Alabama. And how about the rivalry that those two have getting ratcheted up a notch? It was Florida eliminating Alabama in 2009 with the walk-off Allie Gardner grand slam. Roller to short, mishandled. Safe at first is Jenna Marston.
Ball's just going to jump up on Danny Leal. We've seen the dirt here just be such a hard infield, and because of this, that last second, the ball's rolling the whole time. Takes a bad hop, and that's where, as a middle infielder, you get a lot of errors on balls that will jump late like that. And the only way you can make that play is if you have incredibly quick hands and you just react.
Will the error be enough to trigger a rally here for Missouri? Getting Rhea Taylor out was huge now after that play. Hudson lined out to center field in the 1st, and then grounded to first base in the 4th inning. Couple of hits and drove in a run earlier today in their victory over Oklahoma. Rio. Right down the middle, 3-1.
Pitching coach Brittany Sneed helping with the pitches with Glenn Moore, and she pitched here at the World Series for LSU. And I know she's helped a lot with Canyon as to what it's like to play here. And Canyon said, you know, to being able to talk to Brittany, knowing that she's played on big stages and what she's done as a pitcher, and I think that helps so much to have a relatable role model on your coaching staff.
Full count. Ball fouled out of play. Called strike 3, and the throw down to second for the punch 'em out, strike 'em out double play. Right down the middle, the strikeout, and then the throw from Hosack down to Leal to the bottom of the 6th, still scoreless.
You asked for it, America. Pizza Hut's $10 any deal is back. Any pizza, any size, any crust, any toppings is now just $10 when you carry out. That's right, the $10 any deal is back. But hurry in, this deal is for a limited time only at your Pizza Hut.
think you're lying to me, and I think you killed him.
He walked away.
Scared the crap out of me!
Suspect in custody.
He's pretty damn good at this.
Bringing sunshine wherever you go. Murder? Definitely my business.
The Glades new season premieres tomorrow at 10/9 Central on A&E.
You asked for it, America. Pizza Hut's $10 any deal is back. Any pizza, any size, any crust, any toppings is now just $10 when you carry out. That's right, the $10 any deal is back. But hurry in, this deal is for a limited time only at your Pizza Hut.
Welcome back to the 2011 Women's College World Series, presented by Capital One. Into the evening here in Oklahoma City, the pitcher's duel between Whitney Canyon and Chelsea Thomas. Just 3 hits combined for Baylor and Missouri as we head to the bottom of the 6th. The winner of this game down on the bottom has a date with Arizona State tomorrow afternoon in the semifinals. In the other semifinal, it's an all-SEC affair, Alabama and Florida. One of those teams will move on to try and bring home the SEC's first national championship. The championship series best 2 out of 3 will start on Monday night. And the Baylor offense, they have struggled here at the Women's College World Series. The only run they've mustered was the Kelsey Kettler walk-off home run to beat Oklahoma State in the 8th inning on Thursday night. They were shut out on Friday night by Alabama. And if there was any time to do it, it's right here with Kathy Shelton in the top of the order. Chelsea Thomas with 7 strikeouts so far tonight. Danny Leal with a hit in the 4th inning. Whitney Canyon also with a base hit. They've had 4 people on board tonight.
That changeup, Thomas to come back with something hard, it's just going to look that much faster. Instead, she comes right back with a changeup. And Shelton, I think, looking hard. And this is where Thomas is so effective. The fact she can throw this pitch back to back. She threw a changeup right before this, but she comes in and just watch that break. Not only is it 50 miles an hour, so much slower than anything else, but it drops. Shelton wanted nothing to do with that.
The leadoff caught looking. The 8th strikeout for Chelsea Thomas, and now Casey Walker will fly out to center or ground out to second. That one hit the bat. 1-1.
Next, that looks like the knob of the bat.
Yep, there's the ricochet.
Scared sometimes the hitter, specifically a slapper. So Casey Walker, she's open to the pitcher. So you see a lot of hitters can turn and roll into that and have it hit the back part of your body. But as a slapper, you're very vulnerable. Your face, as we saw with Claire Hosack, the catcher for Baylor, but also just the front part of your body. It's a lot of times very scary when that pitch comes up and in on you.
1-1 to Walker. 1-2. Right into the glove at third base of Nicole Hudson, 2 down. NCAA championship action continues tomorrow on ESPNU with NCAA baseball regionals starting at noon. And then the Women's College World Series semifinals tomorrow at 1 Eastern on ESPN. For more information, log on to NCAA.com, your home for all 88 NCAA championships. The two sophomores going at each other here tonight. 3 combined hits. Megan Turk hit up the middle. Go ahead is on the bases for Baylor.
And Turk is taking this up pitch and getting on top of it. She's really driving this ball into the ground, and we've seen this all day with this fast infield. The ground and the infield here at Oklahoma City is a very fast infield, which means that the ball's going to get through quick. She did not hit that ball hard, but it found its way through.
Leal has a hit tonight off of Thomas. Swings and misses at that one. Two. 67 miles an hour from Thomas. Hasn't lost a velocity tonight. Over 90 pitches this afternoon. She's in the mid-80s tonight.
Coach Moore talks about Leal and the kind of bat speed that she has. What she's able to do with the bat and even get fooled on pitches like a Thomas changeup, but still utilize her hands and the quickness to get the bat through the zone.
This is upstairs. Look at the gaping hole out in left center if she can pull it that way. Shallow center and back to make the catch. Abby Bach to the last. And we are all even. Scoreless on Elimination Saturday night.
Visit the online home for all 89 NCAA championships at the all-new NCAA.com with its dynamic new look. Scores, stats, and highlights of all your favorite schools. And live streaming video for more than 60 NCAA championships across all 3 divisions. It's your front row seat for every big game. From football to field hockey, the men's Final Four to the women's Frozen Four. Get the in-depth coverage you need at NCAA.com, the place where champions play.
No pie today, Ted?
No, I just paid my car insurance bill. Ouch.
Sounds like somebody paid too much.
Excuse me?
I used Progressive's Name Your Price tool. They showed me a range of coverages, and I picked the one that worked for me. I saved hundreds when switching.
Hundreds?
Who are you?
Just a man that loves savings. And pie.
Out there with a better way. Now that's Progressive.
Come on, baby! Like four-wheel driving in a big race.
PM.
The NCAA Women's College World Series is presented by the Capital One Venture Card with double miles on every purchase every day.
To the 7th inning on Elimination Saturday night, Missouri and Baylor looking for one run to win it and move on to the semifinals. Chelsea Thomas, 8 strikeouts, has allowed the 3 hits, and Whitney Canyon just 1 hit allowed so far tonight. Missouri will try their luck once again in the top of the 7th. The home team has won every game so far at this Women's College World Series. 4, 5, and 6 here for the Tigers. Jenna Marston with the single in the first inning. A hit batter and a walk in the 5th. And then an error in the 6th. Those are the only base runners today. One down. The NCAA Baseball Regionals coming your way on ESPNU tomorrow. It's Miami and Jacksonville at noon Eastern, and then the winner will take on Florida at 4 o'clock. The NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One on ESPNU tomorrow at noon and 4. Tomorrow we'll get underway at 1 Eastern with our first semifinal, Alabama and Florida. And we'll follow that up with Arizona State and whoever survives this one tonight. Madison Rutberg. 0 for 1 with a walk. They've had just one runner in scoring position this evening. That's how stingy Canyon has been.
Cannon's just doing a good job of mixing her pitches, and we talked about these teams being so familiar with each other, having played each other earlier in the season, splitting, being in the same conference, so you really have to be unpredictable. Canyon only had 1 or 2 pitches. Missouri would have hit him by now.
Down the line and left, and foul.
Ruggerberg gets a hold of this Canyon curveball. It's one of those off the bat, you're just immediately hoping it stays fair.
Somebody's going to be a hero tonight. Who's it going to be? And in what color uniform?
When we talk about how this game is a game of inches, and you think back to Whitney Canyon's long single that probably missed from being a home run, I'd say by 2 or 3 inches. To be a much different situation if Baylor was up 1-0.
And Canyon comes back for the strikeout. That's her 4th, 2 down.
And as we showed earlier with Canyon, her utilization of this rise ball just coming up out of the zone. Once she gets 2 strikes, this pitch is so lethal, especially after a long fly ball like Ruggerberg had. Because then she can come right back with that, and it's the same pitch. It's a rise ball, but it's now in the top of the strike zone. So she comes with that early, and then late in the count, try to make them chase.
2 to Princess Krebs. Right to Turk, who snags it at 3rd. Baylor coming to the plate, and number 13, Kelsey Kettler, the walk-off home run Thursday night. She is due up 2nd when we come back.
Also get a free flight.
You know that comes with a private island.
Really?
No, it comes with a hat. You see, airline credit cards promise flights for 25,000 miles, but
there's never any seats for 25,000 miles.
Frustrating, isn't it? But that won't happen with the Capital One Venture Card. You can book any airline, anytime. Hey, I just said that. After all, isn't traveling hard enough?
Ow. To get the flight you want, sign up for a Venture Card at CapitalOne.com.
What's in your wallet? It's okay. I've played a pilot before.
Who has the best baby back ribs in America tonight?
We're talking all-you-can-eat baby backs.
Fall off the bone good. On an endless dinner buffet.
For around $10.
Golden Corral does it again. Our endless mouth-watering baby back ribs are back. Non-stop fall-off-the-bone baby backs drenched in our signature barbecue sauce. All on our endless dinner buffet, still for around $10.
$10? I am blown away.
Golden Corral. Help yourself to happiness.
Tom, check this out. Good gravy, Bill. Our insurance company doesn't have anything like it.
Magnificent, isn't it? With Progressive, it's easy to cover all of your favorite rides.
Progressive has truck insurance?
#1 in truck and motorcycle.
Is that a golf cart?
Yep. We also cover RVs, boats, ATVs. Anything else I can help you with?
Can I take a ride?
You need a ticket.
I'm first.
That's by the water slide. Okay. No running. Oh, dear.
Save on all your rides. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
To the bottom of the 7th here at ASA Hall of Fame Stadium at the Women's College World Series. Win or go home for the Baylor Bears and the Missouri Tigers. And in the on-deck circle is Kelsey Kettler. They have scored 1 run at this World Series. And here it is, the walk-off win over Oklahoma State.
Coming up, anytime you're a home team, all you need is that one hit. And for Kettler, you know that's not too far from the back of her mind. She's on deck waiting her chance.
First up, it's Holly Howell, struck out on a rise ball and got on in the 4th inning with the catcher interference. 69 miles an hour from Chelsea Thomas. Dirt foul.
Fleming, who's standing in fair territory, and she catches this. She even purposely tried to keep her feet inside that line.
1-1, waits on the chains, and Taylor sliding in to make the catch. 1 away.
It's a nice laser right into center field. Taylor getting a terrific jump and smartly sliding under it. We talked a lot about these balls being so tough to read because they're right at you and then they die at the last second.
Kettler to short, Marston 2 down. So Kettler, who was the hero the other night, the second out, and here is the pitcher, Whitney Canyon. A one-hitter in the circle and a single at the plate. Canyon gets the game-winning run on base.
Whitney Canyon just having amazing at-bats. She comes up and sits on this changeup just enough to get the ball right back up the middle. Reminding you that this is after, when her second at-bat, she almost hit one out of the park.
Canyon has to stay on and run. She's already been run for. And what a moment for Claire Hosack, the catcher, who is wearing the protective mask on her batting helmet after she got knocked out of the Super Regionals when a foul ball ricocheted up and hit her in the face. Back in the lineup for Baylor here at the World Series. And the freshman falls behind 0-2. Just wastes one away.
Because Canyon was already lifted earlier for a pinch runner, probably the slowest runner on this team. So for Canyon to come around and score, Hosak's going to have to find a spot either out of the park or in a corner.
Oh, just waited long enough to get a piece of that.
And that's an impressive. I know it looks funny at home. You're thinking her swing looks so silly, but she was beat on that changeup. Her whole entire, watch her lower body just already start her swing, and she just gets enough of that. That's not easy to do, to decelerate your body like that.
Ricochets off the catcher's leg, not off of the bat. And now the game-winning run in scoring position.
And it sounded like it hit the bat, and you see it change direction. I thought this was a foul ball. It definitely sounded like it was.
Yes, it was. That was a foul ball. Canyon will stay at second base. If nothing else, that was very well played by Hozak, just to act like nothing had happened. I like the demeanor right there of Aaron Earlywine, though, on his face, going out to the circles and, hey, no big deal, we're fine, we're fine. Let's see if his team can respond with that kind of poise here.
It's really a big deal to have your coach remain calm in these kind of situations, because it really starts at the top as far as how tight and relaxed you're going to be as a player. So when you see him call timeout, calm his team out, you're going to see the team react to that.
Swing foul. A full count now with 2 outs, and as you alluded to, Canyon not the most swift of foot. Got a pretty good jump that time. Struck her out with the rise ball. Game winner stranded at second. And a spot in the semifinals will have to wait at least one more inning. We're going extra at the Women's College World Series.
Look outside. It's grow time. So let's plant some perennials that'll turn up every year. Trees and shrubs to give us depth, and fill it out with flowers placed in just the perfect place. Let's start at the place with the best plants, people, and prices. What do you say we plant a weekend, water it, and watch a summer spring up? More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. We're lowering the cost of keeping the pests away with Ortho Home Defense Max, now just $5.88.
At Dairy Queen, we don't stop at good enough. We don't just stop at treats, we also make amazing food. We don't just give you a bacon cheese grill burger for lunch. We give you a shake, too, for just $3.99. We don't just have a fluffy cloud, we have a fluffy cloud that goes, yeah! And I'm not just water skiing, I'm water ski boxing. Because at Dairy Queen, good isn't good enough. Yeah! A quarter-pound bacon cheese grill burger and a famous DQ shake for just $3.99. So good, it's ridiculous.
Kirk and the Mavs staged a legendary comeback for the win to tie the series at 1. Now the Heat look to steal back home court as the series shifts to Dallas. The NBA Finals, Game 3. Coverage begins tomorrow at 7:30 on ABC.
Here's a little something for you. Here's a little something for you.
Here we go, Tigers. Here we go.
Here's a little something for you at the Women's College World Series, an old-fashioned pitcher's duel as we are headed to extra innings, scoreless, Missouri and Baylor. Alabama and Florida will start out the semifinals tomorrow at 1 Eastern. Alabama needs just one win to get into the championship series. And then the eventual winner of this one tonight will meet the top seed Arizona State. The Sun Devils one win away from a spot in the finals. ASU has a national championship from 2008. None of the other parties involved has a championship ring. Myers taking copious notes over there. He's talked a lot about winning that second championship and how that puts you in with the elite programs in softball history. Only UCLA and Arizona, of course, they are the two dominant forces, combining for 19 of the 29 titles. And the Texas A&M Aggies with 2 championships. Those are the only multiple winners of the title. And of course, they are carrying the flag for the Pac-10, which has won 22 of the last 29, including 5 in a row.
Well, it's going to make for an exciting semifinal because so many teams have shown up differently on different days. Obviously, ASU and Alabama being pretty consistent through, but even watching a Missouri and Florida.
Canyon with the backhand. Lisa Simmons is retired one down. This is the bottom of the order trying to muster for Mizzou.
You see these teams with their offense and even their pitchers. I mean, you wake up every day and some days you have it, some days you don't, but the teams that win a national championship are the ones that figure out how to make it work. Whether it's a pitcher who doesn't have her best stuff or a hitter that you're just not seeing the ball as well.
Catherine Lee is the pinch hitter here, the senior from Covington, Georgia. 2 for 2 earlier today against Oklahoma. 100 pitches now on the night for Whitney Canyon. Still has allowed just the 1 hit, and that was back in the first inning. She's 3 for 4 this season as a pinch hitter. One and two.
Biggest thing right now for Missouri is to attack these type of pitches that are earlier in the count. And Canyon's not going to give you a whole lot over the middle of the plate.
2 down. 5th on the night for Canyon.
What she'll do is she'll give you something that just nibbles on the outside, and then once she gets ahead, she's going to go way off the plate and make a chase. As a hitter, a lot of times you want to sit on something that it's earlier in the count. And that's the pitch right there. And we've seen Missouri take it all game long. And for Canyon, that's pretty much as good as it's going to get. Because I can throw it down the middle.
Bach has a couple of ground outs to the left side. Chin music, 1-1. Whitney is rearing back 68 miles an hour. 2-2. Chopper just in front of the plate. Well done by Hosak to get the out. 3 up and 3 down in the top of the 8th. And again, Baylor with an opportunity to end it. 9-1-2 coming up for the Bears is Hosak. Cat-like quickness from behind the dish.
New case. White female dumped the grass at the end of Hill Street.
Blunt force trauma. I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
You give me something or I will break your jaw.
You have no idea the type of people that are involved in it.
I'm not lying. She got up and left. That was it.
LA Noire, out now. Get the console's car traffic case, only on PlayStation 3. Rated M for mature.
PlayStation. Meet the Multimax, the latest tool from the Dremel brand, the world's leader in versatility. Its oscillating side-to-side motion makes every job fast and easy. Its high-performance motor gives you the ability to tackle a wide range of projects. And its variable speed allows you to dial in the right speed for the best results. Look for it where power tools are sold, or visit Dremel.com for details on how to get a free Dremel Projects DVD. Repair, remodel, restore with the Dremel Multimax.
Wednesday, an offer too good to refuse.
Consider it done.
So good.
This is a done deal.
Locked Up Abroad returns for an all-new season, loaded with new stories, new trouble, and New York, where we find Henry Hill.
Hey, Henry.
The real good fella.
Henry Hill. I used to commit 3 felonies before lunchtime some days.
Locked Up Abroad, The Real Good Fella, premieres Wednesday night at 10 on National Geographic, Channel 276. Don't forget about it.
Welcome back to the Women's College World Series. Elimination Saturday night. Bottom of the 8th inning. We're in extra with Missouri and Baylor scoreless.
And how you make adjustments in late innings is all about adjusting to pitches. And in the second inning, Chelsea Thomas so dominant with her changeup against Baylor. But what happens the last 2 innings? Baylor sitting on change, hitting change, making that adjustments. That's how you win ball games as this gets into the late innings.
And we'll see how Thomas will respond, if she will keep coming back to that. Over 100 pitches. She's close to 200 for the day, as this is her second game of the elimination Saturday. Sydney Wilson, and then the top of the order for Baylor. They got a party going on in the Bears dugout.
Pretty disco light show.
To summon the gods of good fortune to shine on them for the second time in this Women's College World Series. They've already got one walk-off win on Thursday night. Shelby Redfern, who came on to play left field for Wilson. So the first Fleming's got it 1 down. No stranger to extra innings here at the Women's College World Series in this now the 30th year. And their 86th extra inning game, both of them this year involving Baylor. Their records during the regular season. Shelton is 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts tonight. base with one out. The effort by Shelton as Marston was charging it short.
Kathy Shelton just utilizing her speed and diving into first. She would have been safe standing up as well, but just the effort. She wants this game over, and she wants Baylor to win. Doing everything she can to make that happen.
Casey Walker, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Shelton has 33 stolen bases on the season, has been thrown out 4 times. There she goes. The hit and run was on. And caught in foul territory for the second out by Krebs.
And ironically, actually you see Krebs checking her scouting report just like Taylor, but ironically, because it was a hit and run, I think Krebs, with the speed of Shelton at first, would have been able to tag on that fly ball, because the fly ball took Krebs all the way to her right. You can see Glenn Moore's, shoot. Shelton going on the pitch. By the time she recognizes this ball is in the air, she gets back, but she probably would have been able to tag and get the second on that. Just luck of the draw.
Yep, instead she'll stay at first, and Megan Turk is due up. Glenn Moore didn't know about Megan Turk until she sent him a video, a recruiting tape, in which Megan ran through a fence to catch a fly ball. And Moore loved her passion for the game and got her on board with the Baylor Bears. And now she's got a chance to make something happen. 0-1 from Thomas. Single back in the 6th. Laying it down. Thomas, the throw to first. Safe. And over to third is Shelton. Heads up, aggressive base running from Kathy Shelton.
And look at this drag bunt and the placement down the first baseline. Ashley Fleming was playing behind the bag. The only chance was Thomas, and Shelton reading the play, taking third.
Danny Leal pops it up and drifting back onto the screen. The senior from Mexico City. Her parents surprised her yesterday, making a special trip in from Mexico to watch her play at the Women's College World Series. Good play by Christopher to hang on. One and two the count with the game-winning run at third base for Baylor. Thomas overpowers it. Baylor had a chance, and now it's Missouri's turn. Another strikeout for Thomas as we head to the ninth.
When you come to New York from a place like Detroit, no one expects you to influence the world of fashion. But when you grew up surrounded by rock and roll and heavy industry, you just might make a name for yourself. That's what a blue-collar attitude can do in a white-collar world.
Only Subway has a deal this flat-out delicious. The new $3 flatbread breakfast combo. A toasty 6-inch flatbread breakfast sandwich and a 16-ounce cup of freshly brewed Seattle's best coffee. All for just $3. Build a breakfast of epic proportions, like the Crispalicious bacon, egg, and cheese, with everything from juicy tomatoes to zesty jalapenos for a delicious way to start your day. The new Subway $3 flatbread breakfast combo. Build your better breakfast today.
While some fiber ads use supermodels, Metamucil uses super hard-working psyllium fiber, which gels to remove unsexy waste and reduce cholesterol. Taking psyllium fiber won't make you a model, but you should feel a little more super. Metamucil, down with cholesterol. A lot of people think fiber can do one thing and one thing only, and those people are what I like to call wrong. Metamucil is the only leading fiber supplement with psyllium, which gels to help remove waste and reduce cholesterol. Metamucil. Ask more of your fiber.
Our game summary here at the Women's College World Series. We are in extra innings, headed to the 9th, and we are scoreless. Chelsea Thomas has struck out 10, and Whitney Canyon has matched her with just the one hit allowed. Baylor had a chance to win it in the bottom of the 8th and left the game winner stranded at 3rd. And now the top of the order coming up to try and do some damage for the Tigers. Neither one of these teams has been able to muster much offensively tonight. The winner on to the semifinals to face top-seeded Arizona State tomorrow afternoon. Rhea Taylor has struck out twice and grounded out. This is the 3rd time tonight that she is leading off an inning.
And just by looking at Rhea's face, you can tell how frustrated she is. This is the kind of hitter that's normally 4 for 4, 3 for 4.
First base, out at first. Holly Hall covering. Taylor is now 1 for 11 at the World Series. And there is the frustration. 1 down. Jenna Marston. She has the only hit of the game for Missouri. And she got it in the top of the 1st inning a few hours ago. Ripped foul. For a strike, 1 and 2. Waste 1 away. Ball for another strikeout. That's 6. 2 down. What a performance so far from Whitney Canyon, the one hitter. Just 4 base runners through 8 2/3 innings for Missouri tonight. And just one of those in scoring position. charging it short. Gets away from the first baseman Hall, and to second goes Nicole Hudson, and the game winner now in scoring position.
Leal getting this ball, throwing it off her front foot on the run. The throw going wide right, but it looks like Holly Hall stretched too soon. Could have probably gotten more of a glove on it, but throwing it off her front foot for Leal, making it a tough play for Hall at first.
Ashley Fleming, a ground out, a couple of pop-ups. Error charged to the shortstop, Leal, on that last play. 120 pitches now for Canyon.
I think this is a very smart move for Baylor. First base is open. Fleming has been their consistent big hitter all year long in that 4 spot. And Rutherford has been struggling. They'd rather take their chances.
So they'll put Fleming on and take their chances with the freshman from Davenport, Iowa. She's 0 for 2 with a walk. Canyon struck her out with a rise ball in the 7th inning.
This is that first pitch strike that Canyon has consistently thrown to Missouri, a screwball in the outside corner. And Missouri has taken it all day long.
Didn't lay off, 0-2. Tried to nibble outside, 1-2. It up, and the catch made right on the foul line. Danny Leal, threat ended, and for the 3rd time tonight, Baylor has a chance to walk off with a win.
I'm not a morning person. Janie, though, happy, active. It's not natural. At least I used to think that. Then I found 5-Hour Energy. I couldn't believe the difference it made. Amazing. Coffee never did this for me.
What are you doing?
Had a 5-Hour Energy, thought I'd join you. Janie really noticed. Am I a morning person now? I'd say we're on speaking terms, which is more than I can say about
5-Hour Energy, the cure for mornings.
Rated T for teen.
We love, we hate, we stand afraid.
Nice car. Not so nice scratch. Wouldn't it be nice if removing ugly scratches from your car was this easy? Now with new Finish Scratch Doctor, removing surface scratches is easy. In fact, independent laboratory tests have proven Scratch Doctor to be the best scratch remover available. Scratch Doctor with advanced micro technology also removes paint scrapes, scuffs, haze, and swirl marks. So get Scratch Doctor.
#1 rated Scratch Doctor, available at Advance Auto, Walgreens, Ace, Target, AutoZone, Walmart, and other leading stores.
3 innings. It's been a frustrating night at the plate. 7 hits combined, Missouri with just 1, and that came back in the first inning. And now Baylor can win it with what would just be their second run of this entire World Series. Their first one was also a walk-off. Kelsey Kettler in the bottom of the 8th beating Oklahoma State. She'll have a chance to make a big play again here in the bottom of the 9th. She's due up second behind Holly Hall.
Leading off the Baylor Lady Bears, number 6, Holly Hall.
In the bottom of the 8th inning, Baylor had the game-winning run at third base and could not get the final 60 feet. Chelsea Thomas and Whitney Canyon have gone the distance in the circle. The 2 sophomores have been spectacular.
When you saw the looks of frustration from the hitters, I've been so impressed with how both Thomas and Canyon have just looked so composed and ready to go the mile when they have both pitched their teams to win.
Check in with Holly Rowe.
Well, just before she took the field, Chelsea Thomas met with her pitching coach, Pete Demore, and she remembered what she'd pitched to this batter on her last time on a changeup. She's very involved in the plan and what they're calling right now. She can remember everything. She's locked in.
Thank you, Holly. The 2-1, 2-2. Winner heads to the semifinals in Arizona State tomorrow. Loser heads home. Change up, got her. 1 down. 11 strikeouts for Thomas.
And what Holly just reported on Thomas being very aware and see the arc of this changeup. Out of zone, back in the zone.
There's Kettler. Strikeout and a couple of ground outs. Miles an hour. No drop in velocity after 123 pitches.
Well, we've seen pitchers here look very tired even after 7 innings. And right now, Chelsea Thomas looking as good as she did the first inning.
On the last 3 pitches to Kettler. Took something off. The slow roller to back. Got her on the changeup. 2 down. Now, Whitney Canyon. 2 of their 6 hits for Whitney, a couple of singles. Six home runs on the season for Canyon. Listen to the pop in that glove here in the 9th inning. Still bringing it. Just missed. What's Kazon say? Game winner on board. Canyon reaches for the third time tonight. They cannot lift her for a pinch runner and have her stay in to pitch.
Well, and after watching her 2 hits thus far this game, it's not a bad idea to put Canyon on first with 2 outs. Especially with Kosak, who's already had 2 strikeouts.
Both of those on rise balls. She struck out with Canyon on base in the 7th inning. Short. Marston throws to first in time. Canyon stranded again. To the 10th. Still looking for a run in Oklahoma City.
New case. White female dumped the grass at the end of Hill Street.
Blunt force trauma. I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
Give me something or I will break your jaw. You have no idea the type of people that are involved, Phelps. You're gonna die for this.
I'm not lying. She got up and left. That was it.
L.A. Noire. Out now. Rated M for mature.
Right now, get a free soft drink when you buy a Whopper, only at Burger King.
I'll take these. Love those jeans. $175.
Cha-ching.
Excuse me?
Ever consider showing your customers what other stores charge for jeans?
No.
When it comes to car insurance, Progressive Direct does. I saved hundreds when switching.
That's a lot.
The jeans are skinny. The savings are fat.
Out there with a better way. Now that's Progressive.
Welcome back to the Women's College World Series Elimination Saturday night. Scoreless in the 10th and a tremendous pitcher's duel. Chelsea Thomas on the left, Whitney Canyon on the right. Here's what they're playing for, a spot in the semifinals against Arizona State. Sun Devils are loving this. They'd prefer they just keep playing all night long. Alabama and Florida are in the other semi. They'll start things off at 1 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. Alabama and Arizona State need to win just once tomorrow, and they would be on to the championship series, which starts Monday night. Clint Myers is still checking it out. I think everybody's been so impressed with the pitching performance. The last time we were scoreless in the 10th inning was in the championship series, Arizona and Tennessee. And Monica Abbott and Taryn Mowat were in that pitcher's duel. And it came down to a crazy play to end it in Arizona's favor. At number 9 hitter Adrian Acton put the ball in play, and the third string pinch runner Michelle Rodriguez came in to score
by a fingernail.
Whew. Tennessee thought that catcher Shannon Dupking had made the tag in time to get her out at the plate. Arizona went on to win the national championship in the 3-game series. Guess what? Another batter retired by Whitney Canyon. The one hit she gave up was back in the first inning to Jenna Marston.
When you think about the lone hit for Missouri that you just referred to in the first inning, It was barely a hit. It was what we talked about, that just a fly ball that found a hole just over Danny Leal's head and short. So no one has yet to hit Canyon hard.
She got the win against Oklahoma State on Thursday night. Then on Friday night, a 3-0 loss to Alabama. And now coming back here and shutting down Missouri thus far. 0-2 to Simmons, right back to Canyon. 2 down. .132 pitches now for Canyon. Thomas is at $134. Megan Christopher takes a look at strike one. Chelsea, does it look like she's thrown over 200 pitches today? She's just hanging out in the dugout, chilling out. Another day at the office.
Well, I remember the dugout shots of her Thursday night after Florida went up on her, and she looked like she was starstruck. I mean, literally just had this big look on her face, and right now she looks like she can't wait to get back out there.
She's got the knees going a little bit there. A little nervous energy. Christopher now 2-2.
I have a lot of appreciation for Canyon and Thomas, because you know, somewhere in the back of their mind they're wishing, well, probably in the front of their mind, they're wishing their offense would have gotten them out of this in a normal fashion in 7 innings. And pitching both so phenomenally.
It's short, Leal, side retired. Baylor will look to finish it here in the 10th when we come back.
You have never held a droid this powerful. One that streams movies on a Super AMOLED Plus display with detail and color you never imagined possible. Introducing the Droid Charge by Samsung, the first droid to be infused with Verizon 4G LTE. Brace yourself for what Droid does now.
Tired sucks. Not end of a long day tired, but middle of the day, places to go, things to do, deadlines to meet, but all I want to do is close my eyes tired. 5-Hour Energy fixes tired, fast. One shot, back to work, problem solved. 5-Hour Energy, fix the tired.
Well, I know one thing about marketing. The more logos you put in one place, the better.
Having something unique is better.
Check it out.
The Shell nitrogen-enriched cleaning system acts as a barrier to help protect against performance-robbing gunk. He's good.
I'm gonna win this mustache contest. Maybe. Good luck with the...
Welcome back to Oklahoma City. An elimination Saturday night, I think, has turned into Sunday morning on the East Coast. There have been a couple of chances. Let's take you back to the 3rd inning.
Whitney Canyon, this ball misses by inches, maybe an inch. Otherwise, they would have won on that. And then, of course, getting close, Baylor moving over Shelton to third base, just 60 feet away, but Danny Leal striking out. Thomas coming up clutch, as she has this entire game.
So Baylor will go back to work in the bottom of the 10th to try and extend their season and send Missouri home. Whitney Canyon talking to Kathy Shelton, their leadoff hitter, who is on deck. They will go with a pinch hitter in the number 9 spot, Liz Paul. freshman out of Sugar Land, Texas. Over 44 on the season. A couple of RBI. Chelsea Thomas has struck out 12 tonight.
Tell you what, Liz Paul came in with a game plan. She's aggressive right out of the chute. 2 pitches, 2 swings.
No chance at that one. Another Thomas strikeout, one away. For the night for Chelsea. Now the top of the order, Kathy Shelton. Her 5th at-bat of the evening.
And Shelton, who has been slapping her first 4 at-bats, now trying to mix it up a little bit and stand in the box to swing away.
Second, Vine. 2 down. Casey Walker, 0 for 4 tonight. Get much different though. The Rays to end the night from last night, the 6-5 slugfest with 4 home runs. Arizona State in a walk-off win over Florida. And now 7 runs combined in 9.5 innings for these 2 teams. Looking to put a 1 spot up. And Canyon and Thomas have been dynamite. Strike 3. To the 11th in Oklahoma City. Scoreless.
Well, I know one thing about marketing. The more logos you put in one place, the better.
Having something unique is better. Check it out. The Shell nitrogen-enriched cleaning system acts as a barrier to help protect against performance-robbing gunk. He's good.
This week on baseball's biggest stage, Atlanta's superior pitching looks to shut down Jose Reyes and the National League East rival Mets. It's the Braves and the Mets, Sunday night at 8 on ESPN.
Investing for yourself isn't some optional pursuit, a privilege for the ultra-wealthy. It's a necessity. I find investments with E-Trade's top 5 lists quickly, easily. I use predefined screeners and insightful trading ideas to dig deeper. Work smarter, not harder. I depend on myself, the one person I do trust to take charge of my financial future.
The new Droid X2 by Motorola with a dual-core processor. I could do everything faster. It's a shame Mackenzie's too young to buy me one for Father's Day. We play games on it together, listen to music, watch movies. She'd want me to have one. And what kind of father would I be to get in her way? I'll just sign her name on the card.
Give Dad a gift he'd give himself, like the new, more powerful-than-ever Droid X2, or the Droid Pro for $99.99, and get unlimited data for just $29.99. Verizon.
Scoreless as we head to the 11th, and Whitney Canyon in the K-zone.
Well, what Whitney Canyon's been doing tonight is just mixing her spins. I mean, she's really keeping Missouri hitters off balance. You watch her rise ball coming up in the zone. And that movement starting in, breaking out, and her changeup, the way it just drops, and the velocity. If you're wondering why the score has so many zeros across it, it's because these pitchers and how they're throwing the ball.
Got to go back to 2005 for the last time we've been in a World Series game scoreless in the 11th. Michigan Wolverines en route to their national championship.
I'll tell you,
zeros across the board.
One record I don't want to break. 25-inning longest World Series game.
Hey, did they forget to put a zero up in the 10th inning? Or do they just keep that one empty as long as we keep playing deeper into the night? We're in the 11th. Canyon has been spectacular. The only hit to Marston in the first inning. And there it is. We won't get to the record-breaking 25-inning affair between Cal Poly and Texas A&M back in 1984, if you're wondering what the record is. But you never know the way these two are going. Abby Bach here, the number 9 hitter. Not only is Cannon giving up just the one hit tonight, but only one extra base hit in the last 25 innings. Gets another strikeout, one down. That's her 7th.
We talk about the changeup, but watch it just drop. It starts at the bottom of the strike zone and just breaks all the way down.
Rhea Taylor. 0 for 4, and now 0 for 5 tonight. Two down.
They're going to need Rhea Taylor, and we talk about how many innings we've gone. She has a chance, the way this is going, to keep coming up to bat. She's been their spark plug, and right now, just the look on her face. They need that look to change, to be like, I'm going to get this, instead of, why am I not doing this? And that's exactly what you're seeing from Rhea Taylor right now.
Marston drills it down to first. Quick work for Whitney Canyon. To the bottom of the 11th. And one more time, Missouri will have to hold the line.
You know what I think? I think you're lying to me, and I think you killed him.
He walked away.
Scared the crap out of me!
Suspect in custody.
He's pretty damn good at this.
Bring the sunshine wherever you go.
Murder? Definitely my business.
The Glades new season premieres tomorrow at 10/9 Central on A&E.
Mine was earned over the South Pacific in 1943.
Vietnam, 1967.
I got mine in Iraq, 2003.
USAA Auto